Rather lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Welcome back to a brand new video as we discuss breaking news. Chris Whitley, Football Don't London, my man, back again, and is really doing a good job ever since he came back from his holiday, confirming that William Saliba is very close to signing a new Arsenal deal. It couldn't come at a better stage. It couldn't come at a better time. Well, Arsenal are about to announce Gabriel Jesus, and now William Saliba will pen a new contract. According to Chris Whitley, a deal is very close. I'll talk about Yuri Tielemans as well. A couple of people asking me, Cossy, what is happening with Yuri Tielemans? Are we signing him? What is happening? What is the latest around Yuri Tielemans? I'll tell you about that. But in this video, I also want to talk about Dominik Szoboszlai, Ibrahim Sangare, and Wilfred Ndidi as well. And the question for you people in the comment section there is, Thomas Partey is quite an injury-prone player, right? And then Wilfred Ndidi is quite an injury-prone player as well. But both of them play in that area where you think you could use them in a single pivot or even in a double pivot as defensive midfielders, and you could get the best defensive output from a midfield ever in the world. So would you prefer, or would you be open to the idea of Wilfred Ndidi joining Arsenal this summer, probably as a backup to Thomas Partey? Because of course, he cannot keep fit all season. Partey cannot keep fit all season. And they're both Africans that will be leaving us for the AFCON. So, I mean, would you be open to the idea? Let me know in the comments box below. I'll tell you why I brought up Wilfred Ndidi and Dominik Szoboszlai as well, right? So, let's get into it. Let's start off with William Saliba. Chris Whitley has just confirmed this evening. Breaking news. Arsenal and William Saliba are very close to reaching an agreement. Talks are going on very well between Saliba's representatives and Arsenal for a new deal. Now, it is understood Olympique Marseille have been pushing to get William Saliba on a permanent deal. 25 million bids is what we confirmed from Olympique Marseille and L'Equipe. That's what they reported, that Marseille had tabled 25 million in terms of a bid for William Saliba. In my opinion, a bid that I think was an absolute joke, a bid that is so disrespectful to Arsenal. They need to do better than that, don't they? But anyway, now we don't need anyone's money for William Saliba, as confirmed by Mikel Arteta. Chris Whitley says Mikel Arteta, Edu are all confident William Saliba will sign a new deal at Arsenal Football Club. He's going to be part of our preseason this campaign and the incoming campaign 2022-2023 is gonna be registered as an Arsenal player. And remember, William Saliba can be registered as a homegrown player because he was bought and brought into the side before making, I think before making 19 or before making 18 years of age. So William Saliba will not be leaving Arsenal, will not be sold to Olympique Marseille. That is now confirmed, and a contract extension is along the way incoming. I don't know what you think about Saliba and Ben White, because we're gonna have some interesting mix in there. If you asked me, Cossy, do you want William Saliba to start ahead of Ben White? I told you my thoughts. The truth is, his quality is good, but it's gonna take some time to dilute that partnership between Ben White and Gabriel Magalhaes. They built it for almost 38 Premier League games, right? A full campaign. And next season, if you give them the same opportunity, they have learned the ways of communication, they have learned each other's ways and movements, they've learned a lot about each other. And the element of cultural shock, with the collision of culture, Ben White being from the UK and Gabriel Magalhaes being from Brazil, and then passing through the French. I mean, that the cultural shock is now eliminated. Both of them understand each other, and both of them would feel like they have that kind of brotherhood at centre back. So does William Saliba really start ahead of Ben White statistically and quality wise? Yes, he does. Honestly, he does. But if you look at what Ben has done and achieved last campaign, it's not going to be that easy. Remember, by the end of the campaign, we were talking about Ben White as a potential captain in this Arsenal side. If he had performed so poorly, he would never be close to the conversation. So, Saliba, I'm quite happy with what Arsenal and Edu are doing in this transfer window. Again, with that one, that is a masterclass. That is quality. Getting William Saliba to sign a new contract, for me, it's over the top. Yeah, I mean, at times you're gonna tell me, cause you say everything is over the top, but this one, guys, is over the top. You don't want to live dangerously. You don't want to live dangerously with a talent like William Saliba, right? 2 years left on his contract. He has not yet extended and decided to commit to you. A couple of other clubs trying to, jump in to sign him. You don't want to live dangerously like that. It's either he signs a new deal or you sell him. And I'm happy that Arsenal have gone with the idea of giving him a new deal, keeping him in the side, rather than selling him this summer. Now, a couple of people have been asking me, Cossy, what is the latest around Bukayo Saka and his contract? Is he going to go or is he going to stay? This is what I'm going to tell you with Saka. Saka's contract, I do not know what's happening actually, why he has not signed yet. But what I'll tell you is that Arsenal have already proposed the offer to Bukayo Saka and his representatives. They know that he's appreciated at the club, and we also believe that Saka appreciates the club and the project 100%. However, at the moment, we do not have anything agreed between us and Bukayo Saka, and contract talks are not close. I won't be very, very surprised. I'm telling you this. I won't be very surprised if we wake up one day and Saka is leaving Arsenal. I won't be very, very surprised because at the moment, we do not know what's happening. But on a scale of 10, Saka will sign a new contract at Arsenal. I will say it's 8.5 out of 10. It's the chances. 8.5 out of 10. He will be signing a new deal with Arsenal Football Club. Moving on to more of your questions around Yuri Tielemans. You lads, oh my God. You've been asking me, Cossy, Tielemans, what's going on? What is happening with Yuri Tielemans? And I'm really happy to tell you that Yuri Tielemans to Arsenal is absolutely still on. I will say that again. Yes, it's not sufficient. It is not enough for you to feel satisfied. But that is the first statement I'll make around this deal. It is 100% still on. However, Arsenal will go for Yuri Tielemans after a couple of departures, including Lucas Torreira, including Granit Xhaka. And it makes a lot of sense, lads. Like we've already talked about it. You always want to first get this kind of traffic out of the way. Xhaka plays in the position. Lucas Torreira plays in the position. When you add Yuri Tielemans, who is 100% massively an upgrade to them, but still, you still have these players in that position, it's going to create that kind of, jam and, overcrowding in the position. It's not needed. You better, like David Ornstein and The Athletic reported, you better move on Xhaka. There is interest in Xhaka, 100%. You better move on Torreira fast as well. There is a lot of interest in Lucas Torreira. If Arsenal can agree deals for these players, then 100% they are going to leave the club. So at the moment, what I'm going to tell you around Yuri Tielemans, the first point is that Arsenal might have to move on a few players so that this deal comes through. But then the other thing, which you would actually really love to listen to and hear about, is that Yuri Tielemans' deal to Arsenal is, for me, almost done. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, right? So why I think why I'm saying so, it's almost done. The players already agreed to join Arsenal. Arsenal have notified Leicester City about their interest to join to buy the player, and Leicester have already told Arsenal you are free to take the player. It's just a €5 million or a £5 million a difference in the pricing. That one can be ironed out. I think Arsenal are too busy to find an agreement for Yuri Tielemans at the moment. They will need to do with a compromise from Leicester City's side, or Arsenal will need to compromise their standards and pay the money. That is all, right? I don't see anything else in this deal. We have already confirmed and we have already verified that Fabio Vieira signing for Arsenal does not impact us getting a CM. And ever since Yuri Tielemans and his transfer became solid, all the other central midfielders that Arsenal have been linked with, Douglas Luiz, Fabian Ruiz, Douglas Luiz, the rest, who are the others? Serge Milinkovic-Savic, and a couple of them are actually out of the way. We are no longer linked with them. Looks like Arsenal are no longer even interested in them. So listen, if you see Tielemans not signing in June and not signing in July, do not be shocked, and I won't be shocked personally. I know Edu is working on deals with a lot of competition, and I'm okay with that. Get Rafinha in, get Lisandro Martinez in, get Aaron Heike in, because those are deals that are going to require you to be 100% active on a daily basis. Yuri Tielemans, why is no one mentioning about him? I don't think Arsenal should be living on tenterhooks because of Yuri Tielemans and anything like that. So Tielemans is 100% on. Deal not very, very close, like it was reported earlier. Personal terms, not a problem. Player joining Arsenal, not a problem. Leicester selling, not a problem. Arsenal's priority, not a problem. Nothing has changed from all those positions. But what has changed is that the hierarchy of who comes in at the club first is now Gabriel Jesus, Rafinha, Lisandro, Tielemans. He's not on top of the priorities on who's going to come in. But when it comes to Arsenal signing a central midfielder, and also Arsenal bringing in Yuri Tielemans, he is a priority. Nothing to worry about. Come on, lads. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, but in this video, I also want to talk about Dominik Szoboszlai. He is available. Now, look. Honestly, we have signed in Fabio Vieira, right? And I think it would be very, very greedy and I think unreasonable and logical of me to say that Arsenal should go for Dominik Szoboszlai. But he's available. I've seen him linked with Olympique Marseille. From RB Leipzig to Olympique Marseille. I think, let's be very, very clear. Arsenal were very, very interested in Dominik Szoboszlai. I think that was in January 2020. Yeah, we're very, very interested in Dominik Szoboszlai. Things have actually not worked out the way, look, he would have wanted at RB Leipzig. I think he deserves more time. I think he's a quality player. He deserves more time. But I don't think he's going to get it at RB Leipzig. The moment they've started thinking about selling him, Olympique Marseille are 100% sure they can take him. Look, going to Marseille is not a bad move, in my opinion. He can go there, thrive, and become one of the best number 10s in the world. But how about Arsenal tried Dominik Szoboszlai? I love him. I absolutely love him. That is biased opinion from me. I love him, and if Arsenal wanted to do me a birthday favor, they could sign him in January on my birthday. That would be absolutely amazing. But Dominik Szoboszlai is available. Would you go for him? Please say yes in the comments. Just say yes, please say yes, because I love him so much. I've also thought about Partey's backups, and I've come up with two names on the show. That is Ibrahim Sangare and Wilfred Ndidi. Now, in the intro of the video, I told you Wilfred Ndidi is one of the best defensive midfielders in the world and also in the Premier League. Actually, there are not so many players that are averaging his number of tackles in the Premier League, number of blocks, number of clearances, and number of progressive carries and everything. He's one of the best DMs in the league. However, the problem with him is that he struggles to find himself fit. He struggles a lot to find himself fit and away from injury. So would you think that because he plays half a season and Partey plays half a season, these are players that might be affected by a huge number of games in a league of high intensity like the Premier League? So do you think sharing the workload, sharing the burden with Thomas Partey, Wilfred Ndidi and Thomas Partey could be a good move for us now? And then Ibrahim Sangare, for me, I would definitely sign him. He's one of the best midfielders in the world right now. I was talking to my friend on Rokani Sports, and he was saying, look, the numbers of Ibrahim Sangare are absolutely marvelous, and you cannot disagree. As a very, very young player, pressure proof, press proof, applies a lot of pressures in the midfield, good passing, and also you're going to have a tackler and also a dribbler in your midfield. So Ibrahim Sangare would be an option and a very, very good add to Arsenal. Could come quite expensively, but if Arsenal are looking at a long-term target for Thomas Partey, then Ibrahim Sangare would be a very nice option. See you tomorrow.